Hello YouTubers, my name is Eggy and welcome to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I'm going to build this high-grade Dagger L from Bandai. Building this kit was easy. Parts were easy to remove from its sprues and non-marks were easy to clean. Instructions was clear and easy to follow and all parts fit without any major issues. There were minimum flash marks aside from the large panel gaps on the arm. There weren't a lot of issues with the panel gap. Overall, it was an easy and most importantly, fun build. Parts were removed from its sprues using a double cut method. This allowed the parts to be removed with a minimum stress mark. Although Bandai did a great job making connection points small, so this wasn't really needed. Once parts were removed, I used files and sandpapers to remove the nut mark. The arm had a large and noticeable flesh mark. I used files to remove the flesh marks and used a sanding and polish block to remove the flesh mark. And this is how the kit looks like built straight out of the box. It looks simple in an anime-like look without a lot of surface details. It has great proportions with lean and mean look. It also has great articulation, which makes the finished kit look good both in static and dynamic pose. For this build, I decided to add some more details. Before adding details, I began with a large panel gap on the arm. The problem was that the armor is a two-piece, so I cut the peg inside the part and glued the pieces together. I used Tamiya cement which melted the plastic together, so once it dried, I sanded it to a smooth finish. The finished part can be slid into a slot. It is a bit loose, but I can glue it once it's fully painted. I also got rid of rounded edges with the file. The rounded edge gives more of an anime-like look, so I filed it to a hard edge. I also scribed some panel lines with a chisel. I used Dymo tape as a guide and used a chisel to scribe new panel lines. I am still not that great with scribing panel lines, but from my experience, slow and steady is a key to make clean panel lines. I also used a chisel to make holes and gaps here and there. I didn't do a lot, but I did enough to make it visually different. I also used pla-plate to add some extra details. Pla-plate is a sheet of plastic, so I simply cut it into pieces, glue it on using Tamiya cement, and once glued on, I cut file and sand to a shape I wanted. Once everything was done, I washed the parts with warm soapy water to prepare them for painting. I began painting by applying primers first. The primer will cover the whole piece in one color, which helps when making the painted color look uniform. It also helps me identify my mistakes on customized parts. Once the primer has been cured, I began painting. For painting, I decided to follow the color scheme of the Heine Westenfluss Destiny Gundam, except using light gray instead of white. For gray color, I used the primer as a base color and applied a light shade of gray as a highlight, building a subtle shade to it. For orange and red, I built a pre-shade with grayscale using gray and white primer first. The orange and red are opaque, so the grayscale will determine the shading of the color. Just a couple of sprays of these colors over the grayscale base will give a nice shaded look. Once painting was done and cured, I gave it a varnish to protect the paint job. Once paint job was done, I added some extra details. I began with water slide decals. I used random water slide decals I had on hand and added them onto random places. I also used acrylic paint to create random chipping effect, and Tamiya panel liner for panel lines, and Tamiya weather master to create some stains. Once everything was done, I gave another varnish, and once varnish has been cured, I'll assemble the parts for the final time. And here is a finished kit. The kit looks great even from out of box build, and the anime-like look is simple and clean. However, it gives a blank canvas for custom builders to add more details, and it doesn't help the fact that this is a grunt suit, which encourages people to build custom kits. And this is mine, and I love it. The extra work I did ditches this anime-like look and give it a more realistic look. With that bright orangey color, the mobile suit really pops out. One problem with this kit is that it doesn't include any strike pack. I was hoping it would come with a double horn, but no, that's a Bandai part. Luckily I have this jet striker from Gundam and bam! Man, this thing looks complete. Cheap, easy, fun to build, with great looks and easy to pose. I highly recommend this kit. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button if you like this video and don't forget to subscribe.